Hey everyone, today I'm talking about the one thing that finally fixed my living room TV nightmare: blurry dark scenes and colors that looked more like a bad YouTube rip than a blockbuster movie. If you've ever squinted at a football game only to realize the grass is the same shade of gray as the referee's shirt, you'll want to see what this Sony 85-inch X95L mini LED does. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I upgraded from a 65-inch that was fine for daytime sitcoms but turned every sunset into a muddy brown mess. The jump to 85 inches made the problem worse because the old panel couldn't keep up with the size. That's when I started hunting for something with mini LED backlighting and Sony's cognitive processor XR. The X95L promised local dimming zones in the thousands, so I figured it was worth a shot. After a week of movie marathons and a few FIFA sessions, I can honestly say the picture now looks like someone flipped a switch from dimly lit garage to IMAX screen. The first thing that blew me away was how deep the blacks stay without crushing the bright highlights. I watched Blade Runner 2049 with the lights off, and the neon signs in the rain looked like they were painted on the wall instead of glowing behind a foggy window. The mini LED zones are so dense that even a tiny star in a dark corner of the galaxy scene didn't bloom into a white blob, it stayed sharp and pinpoint. Colors pop without oversaturating skin tones, which is a huge relief if you're streaming Marvel movies where Hulk's green can't look like radioactive paint. Smart TV features are where this set really earns its keep. The Google TV interface is snappy, and I finally ditched the Roku stick because everything I use, Netflix, Disney+, Crunchyroll, is right there on the home screen. The remote has a built-in mic, so voice search actually works without mishearing my thick Midwestern accent. One less remote to juggle is always a win in my book. Gamers, listen up. Sony added a dedicated game menu that puts every setting, VRR, ALLM, 120Hz, right where you need it. I hooked up my PS5 and the difference was instant. No more fumbling through buried settings menus, I just hit the dedicated gaming button on the remote and I'm in. The HDMI 2.1 ports handle 4K at 120 frames per second, so competitive shooters feel buttery smooth. I played Call of Duty for 2 hours straight without noticing any screen tearing, which is basically a miracle on a TV this big. Movie buffs get another treat: BRAVIA Core. It's Sony's way of licensing 4K HDR titles with higher bitrates than standard streams. I rented Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse and the detail in Miles' suit was insane. Every fiber of the fabric looked like it was individually rendered. The soundstage from the built-in acoustic Surface Audio Plus is surprisingly good. Dialogue lands right where the actor's mouth is on screen, so you don't have to crane your neck to understand what's being said. Setup was straightforward. The stand is wide enough to hold the 85-inch beast without wobbling, and the included cable management channel keeps the back tidy. I mounted it on the wall with a full-motion arm, and the anti-glare coating means I can watch during the day without turning into a vampire. The only hiccup was the initial firmware update taking about 20 minutes, but that's par for the course with any smart device these days. Here's the honest part: it's not perfect. The TV is heavy, almost 100 pounds, so make sure your wall mount or stand is rated for it. Also, the built-in speakers won't replace a soundbar for bass-heavy action scenes, but that's true of almost every flat-panel TV over 75 inches. If you're already planning to add a sound system, though, the audio sync is spot on. If you're tired of squinting at murky scenes or want a living room-sized screen that doesn't look washed out, the Sony X95L is the fix. The link is below so you can grab the latest price and specs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.